The name suggests Honda, however, it's actually a Toyota. On this edition of Test Drive, the C-HR. The C-HR, which stands for Coupe High Rider, was originally slated to wear a Scion badge. That changed with the demise of the brand, so Toyota now has a compact crossover that slots in nicely under the RAV4. The coupe description comes from the fact that the rear door handles are blended into the roofline, so it looks like it has 2 doors and not 4. It's a funky ride that turns heads wherever it roamed, so if you feel like the need for attention, the C-HR is right up your alley. Now, all of this doodaddery at the back end really does make for a very expressive back end. However, the form comes at the expense of function. With the seats up, you've got 538 litres of cargo space, and if you fold the seats down, that number grows to 1,030. Both numbers lag those of the Honda HR-V. It's rated at 688 litres with the seats up and 1,665 when they're folded flat. The C-HR arrives with a 2-litre 4-cylinder that features Toyota's latest technologies, including Valvematic. It gives both lift and phasing to the intake valve, which improves emissions, fuel economy and performance. In this case, it pushes 144 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. The lot is then fired to the front wheels through a reworked continuously variable transmission. Now, this Toyota C-HR really does come with a wealth of standard safety equipment. On the list, you'll find a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection and autonomous braking, lane departure warning with keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and automatic high beams. Unfortunately, the one thing that's missing is blind spot monitoring, and it's wrapped up in a $1,600 package on this car. The CVT's saving grace is the fact it mimics a regular automatic, so there's way less drone under hard acceleration. It also has a manual mode with 7 pre-selected ratios. The lot works surprisingly well. There is a little lag off the line, as is common with all CVTs, but once moving, the C-HR proved to be livelier than the numbers suggest. The cabin of this C-HR has been very well conceived indeed. Very comfortable seats, the materials are top-notch, and there's a nice large screen for the phone and media functions. The only real nit to pick has to do with the backup camera. Instead of looking at the view right here, they've shoehorned it into the rear view mirror where it's tiny. Where the C-HR really surprised was the fact it handled the pylon test very well indeed, and this in spite of delivering a very comfortable highway ride. There was minimal body roll and understeer was far enough out, it's a non-issue. Likewise, the steering was both fast and precise, with better feedback than one expects from an electrically assisted setup. This Toyota C-HR is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and primarily because of its out-there looks. However, if you can live with them, the rest of it is actually surprisingly good.